Hi, my name is Anne Wanjiko Waishigo. Most people know me as Shiko Wasoksi. I am a PCOS warrior. I've had PCOS for the last 10 years, or rather that's when I found out I have PCOS. PCOS means polycystic ovarian syndrome. I was diagnosed 2009. I've been living with it. When it hit hard for me was when I was trying to get the children, because I couldn't get by myself. The doctor tried giving me fertility pills for like 1.5 to 2 years, and my ovaries were not giving in to the medication. So where we reached with the doctor is I'm not managing to ovulate with the medication and by myself. So he told me we do something called ovarian drilling, where they go in and try and burst off those follicles just to clear them out from the ovary, or I do IVF. Both procedures were 400, 500,000. We didn't have money at the moment, so we gave it up and said, tuachie Mungu, whatever happens, happens. 8-9 months after we gave up, I was pregnant with my firstborn. So God has blessed me with 2 children. One is 5, the other one is 3, a girl and a boy. We thank God for them. So how PCOS Foundation of Kenya came to be, when I started talking about my condition, we had an interview and I talked about the condition. And most women came to me asking questions. So I have irregular periods, I'm not getting pregnant, blah, blah, blah. I started working with so many of them. So with time, the group kept on growing and growing. And the need for having more medics coming on board, having more information on board started becoming very necessary. So that's when I've now registered PCOS Foundation of Kenya. What I plan to do is to find out in Kenya how many women have PCOS, because most of the research we have is America, UK. We know it's 1 in 5 in the States, 1 in 10 in the UK. We don't know in Kenya how many are affected, or even how many are not even being able to get children and they don't know what is affecting them. So basically it's to dig deeper, research, get more medics coming on board to help us with information and guiding us. And help all the women that are suffering with the condition. Mainly what they say is they have a 3-test process that they do. So the first one, if you have to have irregular periods, or at least you have irregular periods. The second one, they'll do an ultrasound where they will see tiny cysts in the ovaries. So what most doctors say, the cyst is not a normal cyst. Most cysts we know they have water inside. These are more like follicles. The third one, they'll check the symptoms that you have. So most of the symptoms that most PCOS patients have is hair. You tend to grow hair where you're not supposed to be growing as a woman. You lose hair, so it's vice versa. So you have more hair, you lose hair, your hairline tends to shed off. Irregular periods, you're not ovulating as regular as other women. Obesity or being overweight, because most women with PCOS tend to have insulin resistance. So on layman, insulin resistance is like diabetic. PCOS tends to make a patient be infertile because someone is not ovulating as often as they should. So from the doctors, they say it's not like you'll never have children, but you'll take time to have children. Yeah, so infertility. So for the depression and the anxiety, it's not known whether it's the infertility that causes all these other issues, so we can't quite connect it to PCOS. But basically those are the symptoms that come with PCOS. On October 6th, this Sunday, we have an event at Memorial Park. Actually, it will be my first PCOS Foundation event. We'll have a gyna, actually a fertility specialist, who will take us through what is PCOS, just to understand what it is from a medical perspective. We'll have guys from Lancet, a pathologist, because PCOS patients tend to do a lot of tests. Your blood is drawn very many times, and those tests range from 15,000 to 20K. So it's an expensive affair as well. So we'll have guys from Lancet. We'll have a lady from New Life Children's Home, just to understand what is the adoption policy in Kenya, what are the regulations, what do I need to know to adopt a child. If I've reached my end and I want to adopt, what do I do? We'll also have a nutritionist, because one of the bigger areas for PCOS is to manage your diet, exercise, because it's a lifestyle. You need to change your lifestyle, basically. So we'll have those 4 people talking to us and guiding us, and we'll have fun, and we'll dance and just have fun, because most PCOS patients, you'll find they are low, they are going through tough times in their lives. If it's not trying for a baby, your periods are not coming and affecting every other thing in your body.